Do you fish?
No.
You know, people who don't fish think that fishing is lazy or boring, but it is the complete opposite. There are 100 little decisions to be made, variables to be considered, and you're never quite sure what made the difference. Did I cast too high, too far to the left? Did I reel it in too slow or too fast? Is the lure too shiny or too dull? Do I stay here or should I go over there? And you know it's not luck, but you do not know by how much. Because I am never disappointed out here, because I don't expect anything, because anything is possible. I can be hopeful out here, even in failure. Because I know if I just go out there around that tree, it might be different. Something might be different. Something I do might make a difference.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
Ian.
Hell yeah! Angler's choice, baby! John Morse! White River! Ranger! Triton! Nitro! Let's go, baby! Woo!
What the hell is even that?
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
A sniper's dream, 100 nights of memory. He has me forehead, and after head goes race vertical. No matter who he races, he gonna have a head start. From to glow, remembers what happened to Mom. His father stands on the second floor. Why can you still see his forehead with the comments open? Shut his eyes. He got a lot on his mind. He's been told to hold that fort all his life. Bro sweat tries before it reaches his eyes. He needs brains. Gross imaginations in 4K Ultra HD. If you do an inch on his forehead, Bobby will survive. His forehead says 6'5", but his eyes say 5'9". The most epic heroic song of all time. Bro's forehead has a national anthem.
Bro knew this would happen.
I do these beta tests. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh my goodness, it's been a while since we've done one of these live streams. How are you doing? How you doing? How's my audio sound? Can everyone hear me okay while we get started here? Oh my goodness. It has been a while since I've been with you guys. It's been crazy busy on my end. With so much going on behind the scenes, some of it good, some of it bad. Well, a lot of it really good. Got a lot of fun stuff I can hopefully announce here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see. Fingers crossed on all of that as well. We got Army Outdoors saying, "Hear ya, brother." Awesome stuff. All right. So if you guys missed this, don't worry. I will be re-uploading it and I'll be dropping it as a podcast episode as well. So you can listen to it on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all of those things. So please go check it out there. If you get it here. If you have any questions about how everything goes, no problem. Just shoot me a message. I want to keep this, guys, short and sweet for you guys tonight because I know you guys are all busy. We got Ray Johns. Hope the job search is going well. Yeah, I almost posted this. I am over 2,000 job applications I've submitted, 1,700 rejections so far, and 300 that I just haven't heard back from. Still chopping wood, just doing odd jobs. Honestly, not just sitting on my ass doing nothing. Just picking up odd jobs, editing work, anything I can right now. And doing the grind, calling, trying to get some sponsorship for the next tournament. But we'll be getting into that. We'll be getting into the next tournament that we have on the schedule here in a minute. So without further ado, guys, I know everyone why you're here. Let's get into it. Let's get into the old Halloween Havoc. This is our, believe it or not, this is an anniversary. And let me go get it here. Let's go with the window. Boom. And I might have to hide the old comment section just so we can see a little bit better. Yeah, so let me... Perfect. All right. Can I move the comment section? Let's make it a little smaller. And what's regular? Oh, look at this. Oh, that's even worse. All right. That's fine. That's good like that. All right. All righty, everybody. So without further ado, this is the Halloween Havoc tournament. If you guys don't know, this was the first tournament I ever did, was a Halloween Havoc back in 2024. It was way more smaller. It was my first far way into being a tournament director. So believe it or not, this is one whole fiscal year, so to speak, of me being a tournament director. Holy shit, I've learned a lot. This I would not wish on my worst enemy. I think instead of doing the death sentence, I think you should just force people to be a tournament director, because it's that way too. So huge shout out, and pour out a glass for all the people that do this either for a living or just for fun. If you're doing it for fun, what is wrong with you? You guys are masochists. Jake Harshman, I know you used to be a tournament director. Sean, who runs the Virginia Bass Nation, Mike Ortega, you guys are just insane. I don't know why you do this. Campbell, and I'm thinking I'm missing somebody. Fetterman, who runs Mid-Atlantic. Yeah, y'all are just batshit crazy for doing this on a bigger scale. This is like a little club, basically, I run, not like a legit circuit. So, yeah, you guys are just insane for doing that. Yeah, I mean, let's just kind of get into the stats here, and then I can answer your questions, get in and get out. This tournament was absolute blessing in disguise. Turned out to be an insane success, and we'll kind of get into it here. Some of these slides you all have seen it. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let me hide the comment section, that way you guys can see the screen. Okay, all right, perfect. Guys, the few announcements you guys remember from last time. Huge shout out to Dan Grove for sending a Nico bait care package that will be going out to I'm going to be splitting it up, because again, I like to separate out the love, don't like top end stuff. So I'm going to be giving a care package out to first and second place. That way second place can get a little bit of love as well. That's just kind of like how I like to run tournaments. Don't like it to be completely top heavy. And then Dave Colette, huge shout out to him. Again, guys, in the episode description right now is a link to all of them. Go check them out. Go click, go give them support. Dave Colette's care package is going to be going to, the winner and the second place for the largemouth division. Going to be separating that out there too. And then we also have, there's another care package somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. Got another care package too. Again, guys, will be all distributed to the people I just mentioned. And then we have a big thank you to Patrick Sprankle. Huge shout out. He came up with a really fun idea. We're giving away the two smallest largemouth, or the two smallest fish, largemouth or smallmouth, that were, and he said I could have some leniency here. But we're going to go with the smallest fish that made up your best 8. The smallest fish that made up your best 8. And maybe we'll have one little curveball that I threw in here as well, because I just thought it was fun. So the two smallest fish will be receiving a gift card, $40 each, to Jake's Bait and Tackle. So that was a huge thank you to Patrick for doing that. Thank you. That's a fun idea. I always love all these fun little side pots, and I love how you guys have taken it too. When I announced the next tournament, I had like a yellow perch, pickerel. It's cool because there's so many fun things that you can go out there and catch as a happy accident. And it's fun to throw a little cheddar your way when you do that. And then yeah, again, huge shout out to the rules. These are the rules for the big fish, or for the smallest fish. You guys know that already. And then our mysterious ghost, or our little angel. I had a person call me up after a couple weeks into the tournament, I think it was, and he donated some money to help out with the payouts. Again, he was like, "Dude, you're running a great tournament." He said, like, costume is that he just liked how passionate we were here about this, and he wanted to help out. Huge thank you to our mysterious guest. I really like it. And then Daniel Grove says, pronounce Grove, I love you to death, but I have a brain of like Joe Biden and this is me without Adderall right now, so it's even worse. So Kalite. Got it. Dave, I think I butchered it worse trying to do Hooked on Phonics, but Dave, thank you. Let's go with Dave. I can say Dave. So huge thanks to Dave and Mr. Grove for all of their help. Anyway, let's get back to the action here for the old thing. So because of all the angels and people that have helped out, this is how it's going to go down. First place will be getting $150. Second place will be getting $50. And third place will be getting $50 as well. And then all of the big fish awards will be receiving $25 each. So it's not nothing. And I just, again, thank you guys so much. And honestly, the payouts are great with the amount you pay for the tournament, because we cut the entry fees in half. Yeah, Tourney X takes a decent chunk, honestly, which it is. Hey, he's got to make a living too. Can't complain about that at all. So I was glad we were able to cut everything down and still make it a fun tournament. And then we're giving away plaques all the way to 8th place. And first place through 8th place will be receiving a plaque, and all Big Fish Award winners will be receiving a plaque as well. Something else I want to say congratulations to. I did not put it in the slide deck, but Jason Church in the Halloween Havoc submitted the 1 millionth bass for the Tourney X program. Out of all of the tournaments in the United States of the old America, Jason Church submitted the 1 millionth fish on Tourney X to the Halloween Havoc event. And so I am dipping into what savings we still have left, and I'm making a plaque saying, congratulations to that. So huge shout out to Jason Church. That's just a cool little thing that happened with our club and with Jason, that he submitted the 1 million fish. So I'm going to be getting you a specialty plaque made up, and I'm going to deliver that to you in person. So, and I'll be talking about that at the end of the show about how I'll be getting that plaque to him, because that's another announcement that we're going to be making here too. But again, I thought that was kind of fun. I was neat when I saw that cross my feed. And it's like, you know what? I want to give him a little something, because that's just a cool achievement to be the millionth fish. Some stats for this event. We had 38 anglers, I believe, in the summer event, and now we are at we're at 40. So we had 2 more. So this is the most anglers that we've had participating. 486 fish caught. That's not too shabby at all. The snakehead, definitely next time we got to look at the damn calendar. No snakehead submitted. Whoops. I mean, we tried, but yeah, no snakehead were submitted for this event. A little too cold for them. Had only 1 trout though. That was a little interesting. I thought there'd be more trout. So I'll put a voting thing, because we're going to vote on some of the side pots for the next event coming up here as well. Because if you guys want trout, I'll keep trout. If you guys are like, no, I'm not vibing with the whole trout thing, we'll add some different species too. Pickerel was a cool idea. Yellow perch was a cool idea as well. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So guys, let's get into it here. You guys want to know the standings. You want to know how it all went down. We're going to start with the largemouth mixed bag standings. Okay. We're going to start with the mixed bag standings here. And to build up a little bit more of a good old drum roll, please. All right, cool. So before I switch the button here and to show you the standings, let's go here. All right. Yeah. So before I drop the hammer here and kind of show off the old standings, I'm going to go right with here. So I have it up right here. Here are the standings, ladies and gentlemen, for the largemouth mixed bag division. These are your best 8, largemouth or a mixed bag. It has to be the best 8 fish. So if you catch 7 big largemouth and then your 8th biggest fish is a smallmouth, you can be in the mixed bag division. If you catch 4 big smallmouth, 4 big largemouth, you're in the mixed bag. It's your best 8, period. And that qualifies you for the mixed bag, or all largemouth is perfectly fine. So that's just kind of how that works. If you end up catching like all smallmouth and then a 8-inch largemouth, nope. That doesn't count. You got to play with the rules there. All it would do is it'll move you over to the other division if you end up catching just all smallmouth. So no issues there. So anyway, without further ado, in 15th place with 26.50 inches, we have Dave Thompson. In 14th place with 26.75 inches, we have Gary Duncan. In 13th place with 45.75 inches, we have Jason Neese. In 12th place with 113.25 inches, we have Cody Oliver. In 11th place with 118.50 inches, we have Derek Smith. In 10th place with 121.25 inches, we have Shane Hook. In 9th place with 122.50 inches, we have Joe Parks. And now we are in the plaque range. Here we go. In 8th place with 125.25 inches, we have Brian Bowers. Congratulations, dude. You get the first plaque in the largemouth mixed bag division. In 7th place with 131.75 inches, we have Roy Jones. In 6th place with 139 inches on the dot, we have Aaron Ball. In 5th place now, we are in the top 5. We have a tie. And we could coin flip it, or we could just keep it the way it is. I would just say, honestly, we're just going to kind of probably keep it the way it is. We have Brian Lucas with 139.5, and we have Kemp Davis with 139.50. If you guys want, and because this wasn't a tiebreaker for the overall win, we can go into the tiebreaker rules to do the who goes fourth and fifth, or I can just say you guys were both fourth and we can move everything up one slot. Your call. We'll talk about that afterwards because it really doesn't affect much in the standings. And in third place, we have Michael Eckert of the of Lake Anna Weather. Great episode, by the way, talking about the weather. Go check that out. With 144.00 inches. And in second place with 137.0 inches, we have Jason Church. And in first place in the largemouth mixed bag division with 166.50 inches, we have Stephen Beck. I pull that up for you guys right there. There you guys go. So there you have it again. So in 15th place, if we're going to keep it right here, or again, if you guys just want to keep the tie, that's fine with me. We have David Thompson, Gary Duncan, Jason Nish, Cody Oliver, Derek Smith, Shane Hook, Joey Parks, Brian Bowers, Roy Jones, and Aaron Ball, Brian Lucas, Kemp Davis, Michael Eckhart, Jason Church, and Stephen Beck. Congratulations, guys. And then, guys, yeah, we could talk to you. If you're really dead set, we can go into all the tiebreaker rounds. It was lower in the standings, so that was just my thought, but I'm also an idiot on the internet. So if you guys are desperate, we can coin flip, or we can do an MMA fight, best 3 rounds. Or yeah, we'll go MMA. That's the best way to, I think, do tiebreaker, and it's fun for the rest of us. So anyway, that was the largemouth division. And then again, guys, by Wednesday of next week, everyone will be paid 100%. So just to let you know, I always give myself like a week to get everyone paid out, but 100% everyone will get paid out there. So let's get on to the Largemouth Big Fish Awards. So this is how it's going to work with the Largemouth Big Fish Awards. It is the biggest largemouth caught by separate anglers. I do this with smallmouth. I do this with largemouth. It is the Hunter Smith rule when Hunter Smith pulled up and had the best day of his life and just won every award. It's the biggest fish. And then we go on to the next guy who got the next biggest fish. So we're getting in the way, the biggest 5 and a plaque. So let's get into it. Oh, and we do have an honorable mention too. Michael Eckhart here with a 20.25 inch largemouth. Beautiful fish, dude. Honorable mention here, and I am going to give you a bump board. So please send me some of your information. Your prize is I'm going to get you a professional kayak bump board, because I feel like you're going to be doing a lot better in some of these tournaments, and it would help me out a shit ton if you had one of those boards. It was your first time doing this, so no big deal. But yeah, you just want a gift card. We're going to get you a bump board. So just give me your information there. Congratulations, dude. So anyway, let's get into it. So the 5th biggest largemouth caught right now, we have David Kemp. Now, his fish, again, for this tiebreaker, was who caught it first and submitted it first. So David Kemp with a 20.25 inch largemouth. Beautiful, beautiful fish, dude. Congratulations. The 5th largest largemouth caught in this event. And the 4th biggest is from Roy Jones, 21.25 inches. Beautiful, beautiful fish, dude. You know what? We need my sound effects. And the next biggest one is by Aaron Ball, 21.25 inches. Beautiful, beautiful fish, dude. Killed it. And then let's go to the next one here. And then the next up is Jason Church. Beautiful 22.0 inch largemouth. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Dude, you guys caught some massive, massive bass in this tournament, man. And they are going to get a lot bigger here too. So the next biggest we have right here, Stephen Beck with a freaking water whale. My God, that looks like a grass carp that you painted a lateral line on. Jesus, 24 inches on the dot. Look at that thing. Holy crap, man. That thing is absolutely massive. So again, we have Kemp Davis with a 20.25 incher, Roy Jones in the 4th place with a 21.25 incher, Aaron Ball in 3rd place, just in the order when they caught him, with 21.25 inches, Jason Church with a 22 inch beautiful largemouth. And then we have Stephen Beck Beck with this 24-inch just grass carp. This thing is just stupid looking. And then honorable mention, Michael, you won a bump board so we can get you ready for the next tournament, my man. Absolutely. Good God, dude. That is crazy. So let's get into the next round. We have the smallmouth division. All right, let me pull this up here. And then just for dramatic effect, I won't reveal it right away. All right. Let me make sure to... Yep, okay, cool. Here we go. In 16th place with 85.75 inches, we have Steve Poltz. Steve Poltz. Again, I am retarded, so I'm sorry if I can't read good. In 15th place with 105 inches, we have Joe Edwards. In 14th place with 119.50 inches, we have Rodney Williams. In 13th place with 132.75 inches, we have Jose Serrano. In 12th place with 132.75 inches, again, we can have you guys do some mud wrestling to see who breaks this tie. We have Cliff Bennett. In 11th place with 141.50 inches, we have Rich Durr. Well done, sir. Well done, boss. I really appreciate you coming out and fishing with us. And then with 145.50 inches in 10th place, we have Douglas Spatch. In 9th place, one spot away from getting a plaque with 148 inches, we have Patrick Sprankle. In 8th place, our first plaque winner right now. In 8th place with 149.25 inches, we have Nick Rinda. In 7th place with 150.25 inches, we have Matthew Favre. Well done, dude. That's a really, really strong finish. In 6th place with 151 on the dot, we have Todd Spatch. In 5th place with 151.25 inches, we have Dan Grove. Now we're in our top 4, baby. We have in 4th place with 142 inches. Well, 152 inches. I can't read, apparently. With 152 inches on the dot, we have Jason Netzer. And now we're in our top 3, baby. Our top 3. In 3rd place with 145.25 inches, 144.25 inches, we have Jamie McLean. Well done, dude. Well done for our top 3. I really thought this guy was going to be catching him because he was absolutely cooking with gas. This guy is a goddamn legend, one of the best anglers in our area. When people hear his name in a tournament, they quiver with fear. The legend himself with 157.75 inches, the legend, Charlie Russell. Dude, absolutely killed it. This is one of the best anglers around, guys, for sure. And in first place with 160.25 inches, we have Trevor Montgomery. Well done, everybody. So again, we have Steve Putz with 85.75, Joey Edwards with 105, Rodney Williams with 119.50, Jose Serrano with 132.75, tied with Cliff Bennett with 132.75. You guys can mud wrestle with that bad boy there. We got Rich Durr with 141.50. We got Douglas Spatch with 145.50. We got Patrick Sprankle with 148. Then we have Nick Rinda with 149.25. We have Matthew Falver with 150.25. In 6th place, we have Todd Spatch with 151 on the dot. And then in 5th place, we have Dan Groves with 151.25. And then Jason Netz with 152 on the dot. And then in 3rd place, Jamie McLean with 154.25. In 2nd place, we have the legend himself, Charlie Russell with 157.75. And then we have Trevor Montgomery with 160.25 inches. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, guys. My goodness. So Oh shit, I just hit the mouse. All right, cool. Guys, congratulations all there. And then again, as always, all the monies will be out no later than next Wednesday. I'll be start messaging you guys here, or if you guys just want to text me, all that stuff, address stuff, I can start sending you stuff on the old PayPal. Let's see. Okay, so the Smallmouth Big Fish Award. So this is how we do it. 2 biggest smallmouth caught by separate people in Pennsylvania waters, Maryland waters, and Old Virginia waters. And the biggest smallmouth, and there's actually a tie for Pennsylvania waters. We had Matthew Farver. Dude, congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful football. And then our next biggest was by this guy, Dan Grove, 21 inches on the dot. Beautiful fish, man. Beautiful, beautiful fish. And then next up here in the Maryland division, we have Jason Netzer. Dude, beautiful fish. Love it. I love the colors on these smallmouth. It's so cool how smallmouth, like when you get to judge all these fish, like depending on where they are, like they're different colors and stuff. I just think that's really, really cool. And then the biggest fish caught in Maryland waters, Nick Rinda, dude, 21.50 inches. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful fish, dude. Congratulations, Nick, on a big fish award there. Now we're going to be getting into Maryland or Virginia waters. The first up, Rodney Williams, 19.75 inches. Dude, absolutely well done. And I'm pretty sure this was the Shenandoah Valley, my home area. So represent. Glad the Shenandoah pumped out a decent one finally. And then next up, we have Trevor Montgomery, dude. Congratulations. 20.75 inches. Good God. Let me grab a drink here. Jesus. Woo. All right. There we go. A little tongue-tied. All right. And the fun stuff of the evening. We're going to give away $40 gift card to the 2 tiniest bass, 1 smallmouth, 1 largemouth that made up your best 8. Okay, so you guys have a chance to win something here. First up with the Tiny Largemouth Award, we have Dave Thompson. Congratulations, dude. You just won a $40 gift card. Just $40, yeah. $40 gift card to Jake's Bait and Tackle. Dave, please message me Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, carrier pigeon. Don't care where. Just message me so I can get a hold of you. So I can get you your gift card and just kind of write down your information. And I can get that to you. So congratulations. And then the smallest smallmouth caught within the limit right here. We got Cody Oliver. Congratulations. You got a $40 gift card to Jake's Bait and Tackle. And then this one right here is because when I was judging fish, my wife said, "Oh my gosh, that thing is so cute." And so we decided we're going to give a $25 gift card to, let me see if I get it here. There we go. $25 gift card bonus to Jason Netzer with this 8.50 inch smallmouth because my wife said, "Oh my God, that is so cute." Congratulations for being man enough to submit that bad boy. So, yep, you get say thank you, Carly, because she's the one that kind of pressured me into doing that. So congratulations. I mean, technically, I think that is the tiniest smallmouth actually recorded. So $25 gift card to Jake's Bait and Tackle. Just shoot me a message, Big Dog, and I'll get you I'll get you all your stuff. And now we get into the side pot challenges. All right, in this spooktacular season, rock bass, bluegill, sunfish, the same thing. Walleye, crappie, rainbow trout, and the old snakehead. Sadly. No snakehead, no guapo for this tournament, sadly. All right, let's get into it. So the first we got up is the rock bass, and we have Todd Spatch, dude, with 8.50 inches. Beautiful, dude. Well done, sir. And then the next biggest rock bass, or the biggest rock bass, Derek Smith. Congratulations, dude. Again, guys, all the Big Fish Award winners, side pot winners, you guys get $25 and a plaque. So, yep, just get me all your information and I'll be able to get all that out to you. And then next up here, we have the Smallmouth Bluegill Division. First up, Roy Jones, 7.75 inches. That's some big bluegill. There were actually a lot of bluegill recorded compared to like the summer event. There was like no bluegill, and then there was a lot of bluegill in the fall event. So it's weird how those trends happen, which is always fun. All right, and next up with a monster 9.5 inch bluegill, Aaron Ball. Well done, sir. Well done. All right, we're going to be getting into our next division here. I think we got walleye next. Okay, so this is one that you guys were really pushing for. And again, I try to listen. You guys think this is fun. We went with walleye. We'll probably, if you guys want, we'll keep this one around too for all the jet boat guys because they're all fun and they're pretty much in every river. I think, or most Virginia rivers that they're a walleye in. And so first up here we have Cliff Bennett. So, dude, 17.50 inches, dude. Beautiful, beautiful walleye. I feel bad for Cliff because he was smoking the hell out of walleye this summer, sending me pictures. And then as soon as walleye come on, it's like, he was like, man, the walleye bite went bad. So, but dude, you managed it. Beautiful, beautiful Upper Potomac walleye there. Now, the biggest walleye recorded again. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Nick Rinda. Congratulations. 23.25 inches. That is a beautiful, beautiful walleye, dude. That's a really cool fish. I bet that thing ate good too. I don't know what the size limit on the Upper Potomac is, honestly. I got to find that out. But dude, congratulations. Awesome, awesome fish. We're still going here. We still got a bunch of side pots here. So let's get to it. The next up, we got the crappie. Crappie wise, first up on the board, Aaron Ball again. This dude has decided, like, I'm just going to win all the side pots and go after all these fish. Crappie, 11.50 inches. I'm expecting more crappie in the next tournament. Hopefully the crappie bite will start picking up for everybody here. 11.50 inches, not too shabby at all. And then the biggest crappie dropped, Nick Rinda again, dude. Congratulations. 11.75, dude. Big old, that's a big old crappie. I'm wondering if we're going to be dropping I think Jamie caught one as a bonus fish. I think it was at the summer tournament or the spring tournament. That was an absolute giant. I forget time-wise when it was, but he caught it. It was a toad. It was crazy. All right, now let's get into the next one. We already know it. The only trout, Aaron Ball. Again, he's just trying to win every side pot award. God love him for it. 14 inches on the dot. Congratulations, dude. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, guys. I mean, that is all the tournament awards. No snakehead caught. And then the next tournament we have is this right here. The Mary Bassmas Bash. It will start Black Friday. I talked to all of my OG Patreon members. All my OG Patreon members, you guys know who you are. After this last event, the last time I did the Mary Bassmas fish, I think I cut it off on like the 28th or 27th. This one is going to go through the next holiday weekend because of how the holiday sets up. This way, not only do you get a little bit more time, but you get to actually fish the next year. And so you get to be a part of the first tournament for January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So I want to give you at least 3 days to try to catch a bass in 2026. So I thought that was kind of a little fun thing there. If you want, I am looking for corporate sponsors for this event. I have one that may or may not come on for it. I don't know yet. I'll hopefully find out in another week or two. But if you guys have some corporate sponsors that were willing to come on, we'll probably do some kind of bonuses and side pots specifically for January 1st through 3rd as well. Like I'm trying to figure out how to do that for people that catch bass or something, just to kind of be fun to be like, this is your first fish of 2026. I think that'd be kind of fun. And then I'll also be putting a poll out on different side pot fish. I saw pickerel. A couple people said pickerel. So I think pickerel will come on and that'll probably go for the snakehead. And then I think Mr. Lee Wells said, it was a yellow perch or white perch, Lee. I forget. But yeah, we'll put a poll out there on our Facebook and our Patreon account. If you guys want to become a member, you guys can go check on Patreon to see if there's any membership spots left. I don't think there's any membership spots left. I could be wrong, but go check and just make sure everyone's Patreon spots are up to date because we're at capacity right now until 2026 when I'll be opening it back up, but it'll be at a higher rate for people that want to join, but that'll be open in 2026. So make sure you're locked in and you're good to go at your baked in price. We got Aaron Ball here that says white perch and striper. Striper is a good one. Striper would be fun. And we could always, striper, yellow perch. Because if we're keeping it at like $25, which I kind of like because we could do more prizes, honestly. Instead of just doing 4 side pots, we can do a bunch more if we keep it at that price. So yeah, we got Jamie, yes, striper too, but we need to figure out how to measure them. Yes, that's going to be a problem. Well, Lee, I know you got I think Lee's got a bigger board. There's also, okay, yeah. So one more thing before I shut down for the night, because we're going to be doing all this stuff. I have a fun tournament idea that I will be announcing probably after Merry Bassmas. I'm talking to some people to try to get it done. It's going to be a year-long thing. Yeah, what the hell? You guys want to, I'll be announcing it now. So you have the Master Angler program. You have so many different programs like that to reward people, but it pisses me off that Virginia and Maryland, all they do is give you a piece of paper. That's retarded. So we're going to do our own Master Angler program. It'll be a year-long event, and we're going to pick 4 or 5 species. We're going to vote on it. And if you can catch a citation in the States for those like 3 or 4 species, you're going to get a big award at the end of the year. I'm trying to figure out how many species make sense that's even physically possible to try to catch in 1 year. But that way you could be like, I caught, a citation, largemouth, smallmouth, crappie, something else. And I was hoping 5 species, honestly. I think 5 species is good. A cold water species I want to throw in there too, that you can catch a citation in. And so I'm going to put it to you guys. Is it just in Maryland and Virginia, or is it just Virginia and Maryland? You have to decide which state. We'll talk about that. But I'm going to try to work to see if I can put it on Tourney X. And then you just have a whole year to try to do it. And if you do it, we're going to give you a legit trophy, something cool. Because right now, Virginia or Maryland just gives you like a piece of paper that says thanks, which is, I think, bullshit. Let's get you a legit award. If you catch 4 or 5 citations in a year, you should get an award. So going to figure it out. I want to kind of hammer that down. But yeah, that's going to go up in January at some point. So we got some time. But I'm thinking 5 species. 5 or 6 species, I think, is doable in a year. I'm saying that like it's super easy, but I think it'd be fun. If that works, we're gonna take it, and then in 2027, I'm gonna try to partner with the states. So this is gonna be the test run for that. So we're gonna have the Master Anglers program with us that you guys can compete for, and we'll make it a big ass trophy with your name on it, with all the different species that you caught that were citation size. So that's the plan. Still beta testing it and getting it worked out, but I'm going to try to have that greenlit for January at some point. So I'll be talking to Patreon members about that privately to try to figure out how we're going to do it and which species make the most sense. So guys, yeah, thank you so much. Again, everyone that won a plaque, everyone that won something, feel free to message me, email me, Instagram, whatever you want to do, just so I can kind of have you in my system. If you don't worry about it. I'll find your shit and I'll send out stuff. Everyone will get paid by Wednesday of next week at the absolute latest, because I'm a blonde and I will forget shit. And tomorrow I have a couple of job interviews lined up. So tomorrow's out, but Friday I should be able to get most people. Anyway, yeah, all that shit. And then I'm ordering the trophies tomorrow. I had to hold off on ordering the plaques because I wasn't sure if everyone was going to catch a side pot. And I didn't want to order a bunch of trophies that we weren't going to use. So sadly, I had to wait on ordering them until I was sure like which ones, because 2 snakeheads didn't get caught in the trout. So, but luckily we squeaked in an extra crappie and bluegill and stuff. So that all worked out great. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tournament. We have some members only content coming next week. I have a video, guys, for you guys on the hairy dice coming out, dropping next week, including a bunch of other stuff. Thank you guys so much. And yes, the Merry Bassmas will be up in about 2 weeks for registration. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is